Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I'm back with another Starcraft 2 1 versus 1 bot AI cast. And today we have got something which may just be the most ridiculous cast I've ever done, as it is going to be QueenBot taking on, you guessed it, also QueenBot. And so I think this is probably one of the... It's a match that's been a long time coming, you know? We've cast a lot of QueenBot on the channel, and so naturally we've got to see how QueenBot does against QueenBot, and just how many queens there's gonna be. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, click that like button, leave a comment down below saying more bots, more queens. All those comments do help with the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and then I guess just buckle up, because this one's going to be a wild one. We'll see, as we've got Thing 1 going to be taking on Thing 2. Both of them building lots of queens. We're on the map Pylon, the AI edition here today. And yeah, just a shout out to the author of QueenBot for running this replay, because running replays of a bot playing against itself is not something that you can just request on AI Arena. A bot author has to go out of their way to run that specifically. So big shout out to Rasper for doing that. And yeah, I think this is just going to be a pretty goofy game. Like, I know QueenBot likes to go for Niduses, so I'm wondering if we're going to have like a Nidus versus Nidus scenario, or what, because like queens don't deal a lot of damage, so they may actually struggle a bit killing each other. It could be a never-ending battle if there's like 20 queens fighting 20 queens that are transfusing each other, and yeah, it'll just be an interesting one here. As yeah, big thanks to all the bot authors that do send in replays. If you happen to have any replay recommendations or specific matches you want to see, let me know or send them my way, and I will try to oblige. Now, unsurprisingly, QueenBot 1 and QueenBot 2 are playing very similar styles for some reason. So far, there's no clear leader in this one. Although it is interesting that like there's just always like slight variations in the timings, like slightly different income, slightly different APM, although everything is pretty darn close. Like they've got virtually everything the same. And yeah, we'll see when things start to change up here, as the creep spread is beginning, so we can set a timer and see how long it's going to take for the creeps to touch, as both these queen bots are on 4 bases, or going up to 4 bases, then just pumping out drones and queens. I don't know why I decided to cast this match. I just figured it, you know, it's just one of those things. You just got to do it sometimes. And this is definitely one of those games, as let's see, the current queen count is up to 5 apiece, so 10 presently. If we can get a like on this video for every queen that there's going to be, then this would probably be one of my most liked videos on the channel, as I get a feeling there's going to be a lot of queens. Overlords are flying on out. Drones looking to take another base. Oh, okay, so we do have a bit of variation here, as one of the bots decides to expand towards the middle location here. So sort of just take the middle location, whereas it looks like this one will expand south. So I guess that's probably just some sort of programming as far as base prioritization. Like, you got to make a decision, but it is interesting that they're not expanding to mirrored locations, that the Thing 1 isn't expanding towards its middle base, or presumably going to. Neither of them has got up such an expansion yet. They're both just pumping out lots and lots of drones and queens, as their minerals are surging here. Looks like the red one's mining a little bit more somehow, but yeah, so it's little things like that in mirror bot matchups, because they're both running the same code, executing the same strategies pretty much, And then, yeah, just little things like what base they take can very well be what determines a winner. Both of these bots are going for a lair, double Evo on the way. So we'll start to get those attack upgrades rolling. But their supplies have actually diverged just ever so slightly. A few more drones for thing 1. The only question is, how will we know which QueenBot is the clone and which one's the real one? I've been watching Invincible, which is a very interesting show. But I definitely do enjoy the bits of the clones not knowing which one's the other clone. Now we do have lots of creep tumors being spread. The creep is getting close to touching here as queens are going to meet each other, potentially on these cool little side bridges. I'm wondering if creep can be actually spread onto those or not. As the queen's moving slow on those, that could actually be something that impacts these maps a little bit. I get a feeling creep cannot spread on those bridges. Now, queens are starting to attack other queens' creep tumors, which seems like a bit of goes against the queen bro code. And now, yeah, just queens moving to the front. Hatchery being built by QueenBot number 2. As one queen is just fighting all of her sisters. And oh my gosh, this game is just already looking ridiculous. For some reason, these queens are just lollygagging on over here. Oh, they're trying to kill the Overlord, but then they're also rolling on up to the red QueenBot's base. Meanwhile, the red QueenBot is rolling on down to the blue QueenBot's base. We've got 19 to 20 queens, so the blue QueenBot is in the lead. Queens attacking overlords, queens attacking larvae at bases. This is just already starting to get ridiculous. The first Nidus worm is getting dropped, so the red one having the lead on that, but I mean, who knows how this is going to work out. The red bot does seem to be pulling its queens back, maybe looking to put them in the Nidus, and we'll see whether the blue one's actually going to attack or retreat. There's just like little groups of queens out on the map. Nothing coming out of this Nidus yet. There is no queens coming out of this Nidus just yet, as it looks like they are both responding to the threat inside their base before they go for a Nidus. So one Nidus gets canceled, another one starts, one Nidus gets canceled, another one starts, as the blue queen or the red queen are scrapping here. As it's just hatcheries by queens, hatcheries by queens. We are getting an infestation pit on the way for at least the blue queen bot. Meanwhile, the red queen bot is just building more hatcheries. So this game is already so chaotic. I don't know how I'm supposed to commentate this one. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, which queen bot you're cheering for here. The blue one is definitely taking the supply lead, though. So, I mean, things are looking a little bit perilous for the red queen bot, but there we go. Now queens are starting to pile out of the Nidus. I'm not sure where they're going, though. Where are you going, queens? As they're just waltzing on through. Okay, then they decide to attack as they engage the other queens. We've got the blue queen in the main base of the red queen as these bots are just scrapping with each other. I think the red queen's maybe having a bit more success. It's got a nice concave on this ramp, so it can kill the blue queen's queens a little bit quicker. Lots of queens building on both sides. No infestation pit for the red queen, though, for the red queen bot, as there is a hive on the way, so who knows? Upgrades could potentially be in favor of the blue queen in the future, but as I say that, there is 2-2 researching for the red queen bot. And this game is just pure chaos. The red queen was down on drones. Now it's ahead on drones compared to its opponent. We've got, yeah, just queens inside the main, holding the ramp quite nicely for the red queen. The blue queen may be getting repelled here, although the red queen does some remustering as it retreats on out of there. So really both these bots have their main bases compromised. It looks like +2 armor could actually be canceled or denied by the blue queen, whereas the upgrades are not quite in as much trouble for the blue queen bot, but red queen does have quicker carapace on the way than its opponent. The current queen count is 29 to 28. No, 28 to 28. It is still neck and neck. We've got a queen in a creep car crossing paths with another queen in a creep car as they're both just trying to spread creep on the map. Oh my gosh, I don't know what to say. Now, okay, there's a transfuse to keep the Evo chamber alive. That's actually quite important for the red queen bot. We'll see if it can potentially cancel the armor of the blue QueenBot, as if one of these bots gets up armor and the other doesn't, that would be big. And yeah, it looks like that actually did get shut down. So that's really huge for the blue QueenBot. Both these bots are falling in supply. The red queen decides to build an Evo chamber. They're both falling down in drones quite a bit, 41 to 46. The supplies are plummeting. Are we just going to have a draw where like both these bots lose all their workers and stuff? It's 32 to 20 queens, though, so the blue QueenBot has really paused queen production, and oh, it's actually going to lose its spawning pool here, so no more queens with that spawning pool being shut down. That is actually a ginormous deal. Now, QueenBot does start to build 4 more spawning pools, which is a bug we've seen in QueenBot before, but yeah, that is actually going to cause a lot of problems here. Then it fires up 16 drones. It can't make anything else, and when you're a bot that builds queens, not being able to build new queens is definitely a problem. So while the blue QueenBot will have a lot more drones and a lot of spawning pools, as it definitely has a bug and needs a cooldown on building new spawning pools. Yeah, hey, at least it won't have to worry about losing that anymore. Although, oh, it did actually have its own carapace denied, so it will not have an upgrade advantage. And yeah, blue QueenBot is just gonna die here, I think. I think the red queen is the real one and is going to come out on top, although we do have another Nidus going on up. But yeah, the blue QueenBot has yet to start building any new queens. There's one on the way, but losing the spawning pool really was just the killing blow, I think, as the economy of the blue QueenBot, and then just from a numbers perspective, it's 43 to 8, guys. And so I think we have a victor here. It was looking good for the blue QueenBot for a little bit, but I don't know. I just had a feeling that like the red one was the OG, you know, the original flavor of QueenBot, and so. Yeah, the queen's going to eventually start cleaning this up. There's just not much production going on. I mean, anything can happen in a game like this. Like, it's not like QueenBot's going to be quick at cleaning out these bases or anything like that. But the drone count is quite low. The red bot is cleaning out creep and hatcheries out on the map. And yeah, 6 to 50 queens presently. More on the way. The red QueenBot, we'll see if it can actually get maxed out in this game or not. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you've enjoyed this one, click that like button. We had 70 dead queens to 43, so quite a good trade from the red one, as this one queen is really putting down that creep spread. And yeah, the main bait's compromised, the natural gone. The blue QueenBot will fall down here. Big thanks to the bot author for sending in this goofy replay, as queens may not deal a lot of damage, but when there is 50 of them with +2 attack, they will eventually get it done. I mean, there is the infestation pit. I'm wondering if we will eventually see a hive or upgrades. Not that it really matters at this point. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, click that like button, subscribe to the channel if you just clicked on this video and you haven't ever watched a bot game before and you're just confused out of your mind. There's plenty of goofy games on this channel, so check them out. And yeah, big thanks to everyone that does support the channel via the YouTube membership program. It goes a long way. Yeah, at this point it's going to help me go back to school as an older individual, which is going to be an interesting experience. And yeah, I just appreciate all your support. I do find it interesting how here on Pylon that creep can't be spread on this location, so it will actually be like, oh, no, I guess there actually is creep on that. You just can't see it. I just saw that the one queen was slow earlier, but that seemed pretty speedy. So, okay, I guess technically there is creep on that location, which is good because, yeah, I was thinking of potentially like queen walks or anything like that. Like, that could actually cause problems for Zergs in very niche circumstances. Slowly things are getting cleaned on up. There's still 11 drones just mining away. QueenBot 2 has rebuilt its main base. It's mining lots of gas, and it wants to expand more, but there is creep over blocking a lot of the expansions, I think. As that one is just completely covered. Holy cow. Oh yeah, let's check how many tumors there is. 466 to 188. Oh my gosh, just what a walk of queens. This is a few queens, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure I've ever seen this many before. It is truly one of the most queen experiences we've ever seen. I'm zoomed out, and they don't even really all fit in the camera. This truly is something. Just a few more buildings to go down, though, and that is going to be it for this game. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we can fast forward at this point. If you guys do want to see any bots playing against themselves, let me know, and maybe I can request that to the bot authors. As the queens do move forward. What a goofy game. This was great. As QueenBot 2 does eventually start researching Carapace, which is a good sign of redundancy. I wonder if it will ever start a hive or not. But, yeah, that is the lair going down. Just a few hatcheries left and a spawning pool. I was right when I said it was going to take a while to clean this up. The red QueenBot pretty much has map hacks at this point, as it's got the entire map covered in creep. Okay, that hatchery being worked on. Alright, what do we got left? The one hatchery in the main base. GG.